Hey, this is MassX with a brand new Yu Yu Hakusho Slugfest video, and boy, I feel like we're just in a circle at this point. The Botan event just ended, and here we go. We have our next SP banner, and it's Denpo. Another tank, another defensive character. Again, this is going to sound very similar to the other videos I've done on the last few characters. I don't discount any of these characters, but also coming out of the Botan event with a character that was kind of a must get for most people, just even a single copy to 1 star because it turned out to be so, I hate to use the word broken, but let's just use the word broken. That most people are not going to be pulling on this banner, but let's take a look at the character, talk about it, because again, when these cycle through again, these will all be characters that you will be considering to expand your options in the game. Now, as I said, Denpo is a defensive character. Defensive companion, restores 150 skill points when receiving basic attacks. Its co-op is with Saizo, which is another defensive character, which as we talk about Denpo's kit, you will realize why. So let's talk about that kit. In the skill spot, Electrogravitic Sphere deals 132% spirit damage to enemy front row. If the hit target has a shield, steals 1 shield from the hit target. Stealing does not trigger shield break effects. Stolen shields on Electric Phoenix have their shield value reset. If the hit target has no shield, damage dealt increases to 168% and recovers 1 point of fighting spirit. The basic attack is just 100% spirit damage and you recover a point of fighting spirit. The passive for this character, you're going to just get that damage reduction and basic stat increase. And then for the Awaken at 1 star at the start of battle, applies Polarity Reversal to self. Every time Fighting Spirit is gained, applies a shield equal to 10% of max HP to self. Polarity Reversal is when HP is greater than or equal to 50%. Directly deducts HP when receiving damage, skipping shield-related damage calculation. During this effect, damage dealt by the enemy in a single action round cannot reduce HP below 1 point. That's crazy. At 3 stars, when receiving a skill attack from an enemy partner, applies 1 layer of static electricity to the source. Every time a shield is gained, dispels 1 negative status from self, prioritizing control effects. Every 3 triggers of this effect, the 4th trigger will additionally dispel 1 negative status from adjacent partners, prioritizing control effects, and make self and adjacent partners immune to the next control effect. Static electricity is upon reaching 3 layers, applies 1 layer of paralysis lasting 2 rounds to the bearer. Paralysis is a control effect. We've talked about this before in other videos. Cannot attack, can recover skill points though, and it lasts 2 rounds. Now at 5, at the start of battle, additionally increases all allied partners' critical resistance by 40% and critical damage reduction by 20%. When an enemy partner triggers paralysis, transfers 1 shield from the partner to Electric Phoenix. The transferred shield has its value reset, does not trigger shield break effects. Let's go to the secret skill, Electro Cannon. At the start of battle, applies a voltage status to self. Secret technique consumes 6 points of fighting spirit, deals 252% spirit damage to all enemies, and adds damage equal to 40% of the voltage recorded value. Additional damage cannot exceed 60% of Electric Phoenix's own max HP. Voltage. Every time a shield type status is gained, records and accumulates the shield value. After releasing secret technique, triggers this status for every 20% of Electric Phoenix's max HP. Equivalent recorded value, applies 1 layer of Fortress equal to 10% of the target's max HP to all allies. Each trigger can apply up to 10 layers. After triggering, clears the recorded value. In Fortress, advanced shield, prioritized for deduction when coexisting with other shields. Unaffected by shield ignore effects, lasts 3 rounds. Fortress shield value cap is 100% of the bearer's own max HP. While carrying Fortress, final damage reduction increases by 60%. This effect does not stack with multiple fortresses. And there's one more caveat to this. If you have it fully leveled at 5, Secret Technique, new effect. When releasing Secret Technique, copies up to 5 shield type statuses from self to all other allied partners. Shields copied to partners have their shield value reset. That's just crazy. Then we have the secret skill passive. Denpo's damage reduction increased by 20%. They really need a better English proofreader. I digress. Denpo's damage reduction increased by 20%. Defense increased by 10% and block rate increased by 10%. At the start of battle, if there are no less than 3 defense type or support type partners in the team, all partners gain 20% result damage reduction, which decays by 5% per round. At the start of each round, if there is a defense type partner other than self, grant all partners 1 layer of fortress equal to 10% of the target's maximum HP, and additionally grant 1 layer of fortress equal to 10% of the target's maximum HP to the partner with the lowest HP percentage. At the start of each round, if all own SP partners are defense type or support type, additionally grant all partners 1 layer of edge shield equal to 5% of the target's max HP. We've already talked about Fortress before, but what's Edge Shield? Special type shield which directly offsets excess damage after receiving damage exceeding the shield value. So yeah, this is a pure tank character, and he loves a team built with support and defensive characters, which coincides with who his co-op partner is. This character is brutal as a tank, and if you haven't noticed, there's been a lot of tanks released, SP tanks, so you can only imagine how well they would actually work together to literally create a wall on the field. I haven't pulled for this character yet. I will pull. The question is how many copies. So I probably won't get to any sort of testing. The Botan event threw me off guard and how good that character was. So I need to circle back around and finish putting together some editing on some other videos I had. I had something featuring younger Takuro because I finally was able to finish younger Takuro 100%, as well as a few other things I wanted to do with team comps now that we have so many different characters. And also too, things have changed so much as we're turning more into sustained teams in this era of more the mid and end game. There's characters now that are becoming more and more valuable, and just from talking about this character today, you can only imagine the use of control and of course more defense and support type characters is going to become more crucial on your team comps. So I will circle back around whenever I get this character and have some chances to be able to test him out. But there's no doubt that Denpo is a great defensive character. But most people, as I said, if they've already committed during the Botan event, are probably taking a break right now, which I would understand completely. So with that, as always, please like and subscribe. It helps a lot. Have a great day.